Hey friends, I hope you had a great weekend. Welcome to week 2 of remote learning. I hope you're settling into a lot of this new stuff that we're working on. We're going to continue to review our understanding of musical ideas through kind of this workbook presentation setting. And this week we're going to check back in on dynamics. For some of us, this is a big review. For some of us, again, this is the second time you're hearing it because the first time we did it in class, it was new to you then. So let's get started. So, dynamics. Earlier, how do they apply to the music that we play? Notes and rhythms, we learned last week, tell us what to play and when to play them. What to play and when to play them, right? Dealing with notes telling me the sound, rhythms telling me the timing. Dynamics at another level, they add the level of volume. It's telling me how loud or soft a piece is supposed to be played. Now, it would be really simple if I could say everything marked at a piano was at this very specific decibel level. That's how we measure sound is decibels. You might remember that from science. But I can't. Dynamics are all based on the interpretation and the style of the piece. Now, style means is it jazz? Is it pop? Is it classical? Is it a lullaby? Is it dance music? What is it? What is the context of the music? And that's going to help me make some decisions. And also the interpretation of the music by the performer. That would be you in this case, because we're doing lots of solo playing. Or when we were back playing as an ensemble, that would be the conductor. That would be my job. I would tell you how loud or soft a section should be played. Now, there's a range. Originally, it was piano and forte. Fun fact, the original name of a piano was actually a pianoforte because when it was invented, it was the first time that an instrument, a keyboard instrument, I should say, was able to play both loud and soft. So its full name is the pianoforte, meaning loud or soft and loud. The word forte in Italian literally means strong. We interpret that to mean loud. Loud and soft, like we said, that's where we started, and it wasn't enough information. There was stuff in the middle. So we describe this in degrees. I want you to think about this picture over here. It starts blue, it goes into green, it goes into like an orange color and ends more yellow. That's called like grading, right? Or gradation or shading in art. We have the same thing when it comes to our levels of volume or dynamics in music. So, forte means loud by itself. If I wanted loud but not too loud, I might describe it as mezzo forte. Mezzo meaning medium, forte meaning strong or loud. So that goes before, it's a little softer. Then I have forte, we said was loud. Fortissimo, I have 2 F's in a row. I call it fortissimo. I could have 3 in a row. I call it fortissimo. Do you see how I have the ISS and the ISS in the middle? If I had 4 over here, it would be fortissimo. Can I keep adding them? Yeah, I've seen up to like 4 or 5. Are they very common? No, but you can keep going. Okay. Now, the same thing happens with the soft side. Piano in Italian has many different definitions. It's kind of crazy how many there are. Musicians in music, we interpret it to mean soft. Now, these are the symbols in order from softest to loudest. You're going to notice the piano is like over a little bit further, okay? And we have mezzo piano above it. Think about that medium loud. So I've got mezzo piano. Right after it would be mezzo forte. So mezzo piano, medium soft. It's a little bit louder than piano, which is my soft. Then I have pianissimo, very soft. Pianissimo, very, very soft. So reminder, the ECs match up with how many of these I have. All right, so let's look at the full list. I go all the way from pianissimo all the way over to fortissimo. Can you name all of the things that are in between? I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to try to figure it out. All right, let's check your answers. I have pianissimo, pianissimo, piano, mezzo piano, mezzo forte, forte, fortissimo, fortissimo. How'd you do? That's a lot of ECs, isn't it? So the next level that I want us to kind of think about is, how do I have gradual changes? It's not always a sudden change from one thing to the other. And sometimes I want it to be happening a little bit quicker. And as a composer, it would take up a lot of space and be really confusing to have it be labeled like piano, mezzo forte, then mezzo piano, and piano. That would get really confusing to label every note. So instead, we use these fun triangles on their sides to tell us what we want to do. And what I want you to think about is, it starts small and it gets big. So what am I going to do? Start soft and get gradually louder. And it's going to be even throughout all the notes. We call that a crescendo. The opposite of that is called a decrescendo. It's literally the opposite shape. I'm going to start big and I'm going to get little. I'm going to start loud and I am going to get soft. So, a really good example for what you can listen for, and this will be in your page. Here's a listening example from the Ainsley Brothers. This is played at like family events and weddings all the time. It's the Shout song. And so if you, I'm going to have you listen to a link of this song, and it goes through all of the dynamics that we just talked about. All right, I will see you again a little bit later. Have a good one.